Brad Williams, Excel Prime. In this tutorial, we're looking at dates. We want to know if the start date and the end date are in the same month. Let's delve into this a little bit. We're going to use the month function, and then we're going to use the end of month function. Let's look over here. Using a simple formula that employs the month function, you can determine whether or not two dates contain the same month. We're just going to go equal, equal. Right here, B5 is equal to C5. It's either true or false. Excel extracts the month from the date in cell B5, the month from the date in B5 as a number, and compares it to the month in C5 using the equal sign. The formula is solved and returns true if both are true. Okay, end of month 1, 1 is equal to true. That is the month function. You can go and do an F9 on this, and all it's going to do is give you a serial number. It's the internals of month. It returns the month as a number. We can't see that. Internally, that's what it does. The date, using the formula, you can determine whether a given date has the same month. Oh, we've already done that. And then we can also play around with the end of the month. The end of month, you can use this formula to determine if a date has the same month and year as another date. Again, that's internal, and we won't be able to see how that works. That's the strength of some of these functions. Let's take a look. Month B5 equals month B5. January 2028. We get a true. Over here, we're going to look at end of month, and it's going to say January 1, 2028 and January 22nd, 2028. Are they in the same month and year? And EO month says that's true. Here we have 7/5/2029, 7/22. Now here, they're the same month, so make sure you're comparing apples to apples here. We're comparing months here, but over here, we're comparing month and year. We have the same month, but different years, and a month kicks out a false. There is an eDate function. It just doesn't work in this particular environment. Just want to point that out. If you try to do an eDate B7 to E7, 5/4/2032 and 5/4, well, why don't we just do comparable? So how about 32? It does work. Let's see if we change this date, 5/25, and see eDate only works if it's a match, exact match. Just keep that in mind. eDate will only match eDate. Why? Because it's looking strictly for the name, the month. Just doesn't work in this environment. 5/4/2033, dated if B7. We'll get into this later, but it looks as though if we look at B7 minus C7, we're just getting 21 days. Not relevant in here. That's not part of the subject. I'm sure I was experimenting with something there. If you need to see if there's some true or falses in here, you can use the month to month. You can use end of month. Brad Williams, Excel Prime.